You're listening to another episode of Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon.
Greetings, Earthlings, and locally hated shade tree mechanics. This is Last Night's Coffee, episode 164.
Yes, sir.
I would know that if I had my notes pulled up, but I didn't.
It's all good. It's all good. We have done this 164 times.
I feel like we should be good at this by now, but we're not really.
We're getting there.
You had a weekend without internet.
I did, man. I did. No internet over here, and also no calls were able to go to the Noonan PD because of this. Yeah, so all calls had to be routed to the Coweta County Sheriff's Department.
That's not good.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, man. I mean, tons of people without internet over here, and my guess is they had no workers here. Full Metal Grandpa.
Yeah, Full Metal Grandpa.
Hopefully y'all are watching the show so you can understand that. But yeah, apparently there was widespread outages over here, and my guess is that all of their technicians or whatnot were in the bad areas and not here available to fix it. That's just my guess.
Well,
but yeah,
my computer screen, I can't see it with my glasses on. Yeah, I mean, they had real stuff to fix, John. They wasn't worried about your peddly little internet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Y'all were without power too, right?
No, we had power the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, we never lost power, actually. I bought a bunch of beef jerky and stuff like that in preparation.
Yeah.
For having a day or two of, yeah. I mean, what better meal? What better thing to eat? Beef jerky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the perfect power outage snack.
It is a good power outage snack. It gives you that little.
So I did. I bought a good bit of that, but no, it didn't. Never lost power.
Well, I'm looking at the notes. Do we really have to do a football wrap up this week?
We can touch on it. We don't have to. I mean, there is a highlight in Atlanta. The Falcons won. Falcons won.
And we'll talk about that later.
We'll get to it.
So, if you don't know, there was a hurricane.
Yeah.
It's bad. So we thought we were going to get in it more based on the original track, but it tracked east, which was good for us, bad for everybody east because they wasn't ready.
Right.
I talked to some people that I know in the emergency management sector. I've got several connections there, and one of them's local, very local, and they were in the Spalding County situation, and watching it move east. So they're like, great, it's moving east. The bad thing is the counties to the east were not ready at all.
Ooh.
So up through Statesboro, up through that way, they wasn't ready at all.
Man.
There was one or two. I had been watching this storm.
I know. I was giving you a hard time about it.
You were giving me a very hard time about watching the storm, but I enjoy. There's something about the power of nature when it comes to my own front door.
Yeah.
Because we were talking the other day about how we're not an extreme climate area. We get a little bit of rain, enough rain,
Yeah.
We get
in
a little
typical
bit
rain, like we get it, like seasonally. You know what I mean?
Our weather is very predictable. They're very average. They're the average. There's not a lot of spikes in Georgia as far as extremes of weather.
Sure. You're not getting the Death Valley heat, and you're not going to get any sort of like northeastern cold. You know what I mean? Like you get neither one of those extremes, really.
It's hardly ever really windy.
Yeah.
But it's mostly always sunny.
The Georgia Piedmont.
Yeah. So I tend to watch these these hurricanes because I'm fascinated by them. I like watching how they can track them, and I also like watching to see if they got it figured out.
Sure.
They don't.
That was one of the biggest problems with Katrina, right? Was that it hit in a different area than they were expecting. Not only that, it also sat out there in the Gulf for a while and like built up a bunch of steam, but it didn't hit exactly where they thought.
Right. It actually hit east of New Orleans.
Yeah.
It devastated Biloxi. Like done.
Devastated. Yeah.
The reason Katrina didn't start to flood till like later.
Yeah.
Flood
the
right at
levees
landfall.
couldn't hold, right? That was
Right.
one of the biggest issues was at a certain point, the levees just couldn't hold it anymore.
Right. So we're watching this one, and we're watching it. It slowed down a little bit, and then it started tracking east a little bit right before it made landfall. It did make landfall at one of the best fishing spots in Florida, which is Steinhatchee, Keaton Beach area. Very good
like
fishing
Big
down there.
Bend type.
The Big Bend area of Florida got hit hard.
Yeah.
And I thought that was going to be the worst of it.
Of course, that's normal for a hurricane.
But golly, dude, it went up there, and they had said, I got home and I watched a little bit of it. I watched a lot of it once we got home.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
They're like, if this goes to North Carolina on the track that it's going to be bad.
Well, they got it, dude. They got it in North Carolina.
It's so bad. Have you seen this lake?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna send you a picture.
Okay.
All right. So this, and you can put this up.
I will.
This is a lake up there, and you looked up the YouTube video of Chimney Rock.
Yes.
They said that debris in that lake is the town of Chimney Rock.
Oh my gosh, dude. Look at that place.
That's
What
a lake. That's like a cove in a lake.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's so bad. That's so bad, Chuck.
Yeah.
These people had no chance, man.
They didn't know.
Yeah.
The death toll is up around 100 right now.
And that's in North Carolina alone, or does that include Florida?
That's for the whole hurricane.
Okay.
Because I think we had several in Georgia.
Oh, really?
A good number in Valdosta got hit hard.
Yeah. Yeah, we had one of our regular listeners who went down there to work on a house. His daughter was selling down there,
Yeah.
Kevin, shout out Kevin, man. Hope everything turned out okay.
Did they get out of there in time?
Yeah, so they actually, his daughter and son-in-law moved to Texas, and so they're due to close on their house this month. And so he was down there trying to take care of some of the cosmetic damage. He said it was cosmetic to the house down there that they're trying to sell in Valdosta, because that's where they used to live, right?
Yeah.
So, and also shout out to Kevin, because he is now a grandfather, dude.
Grandpa Kevin.
Yeah, Grandpa Kevin, man. Super excited for him. So happy for Peyton and Tyler, and hope their adventure out there in Texas goes well, man. Shout out to all of the.
Do we know what part of Texas?
Outlets. I can't remember exactly. I cannot remember exactly. He got a offer for a job at a school out there at college, so he took it. He's like a athletic trainer, athletic trainer guy for like a football team.
Yeah.
I wonder if one day he could be Kirby's like pants man, holdback guy.
The get back coach.
Dude, the get back coach.
Dude, I would love.
Is there coaches who have that as their dream job? Who are, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean you're like, look, I could be a mediocre college.
Yeah, one that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah, or I could be the head coach's get back coach and make just as much money and have more of an impact on the game.
Yeah. Which one would you take?
Get back coach every time.
Yeah. This is one of the arguments I made. It's very similar to an argument I made when it came to MLS and like some of the players that we had coming to Atlanta when we first had a Major League Soccer team. They were really good players, but they were signing contracts with countries. After they'd come over here, show out at the Major League Soccer level, they would sign these big contracts and go like back over to Latin America or whatever. Anyway, I made the argument like one of them should stay and just be the best player in MLS. You know what I'm saying? Like just dominate for like 10 years, for like a decade. Just stay. Don't go to that international level. Just stay here in American soccer and be the absolute best.
Be like the Michael Jordan of soccer.
Yeah, because when you go to the international level, you'll wind up being like number 200. No offense to those guys, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just such a larger pool. When you come here to MLS, man, you could destroy teams.
Yeah. Did you speak? This is totally off subject. Did you
Go
listen to that? You Be Tripping with Big J?
I have not listened to that yet. No.
So he's talking about being in South Africa, and they wanted him to get his picture made with his cricket player. And he's like, "You don't understand. This is like the Daryl Strawberry of cricket." And Big J said, "No, it's not, because y'all have heard of Daryl Strawberry. I have no idea who this dude is."
Yeah. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right, dude. That's hilarious. Yeah, I wouldn't know a single player from cricket, to be honest with you.
You could be the best cricket player in the world, and I'm not even sure what cricket is.
Right. I couldn't follow a game, to be honest with you. I've tried. I can't.
It's somewhat similar to baseball. Maybe.
Maybe.
But it's not that different from polo. No, wait, not polo. What's that game you play where you got to knock the ball through the rings with the hammer?
Croquet?
Croquet.
Yeah. Is it croquet?
It's like croquet and baseball mixed together.
I can't remember. I might be remember. I feel like that's wrong.
I used to think croquet was such an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I remember being little and somebody had a croquet set.
Yeah.
And that's no different than somebody having a ladder ball set now.
Right. Sure.
They've got ladder ball. They're cool.
Yeah. I had croquet as a kid, man. My dad had like the little white steel things. You just like the little hoops. You just go stick them in the ground. That's what I go do for hours, man, to keep myself busy. You know, 90s kids, dude. We had to stay busy. We had to figure things out.
I like ladder ball better. So we survived a hurricane. North Carolina's dude, I actually looked up a place that, so I used to drive trucks back in the day, and I drove flatbed picking up pipe. Well, picking up a lot of things, but this particular day I had to pick up some PVC pipe in Asheville.
Okay.
So I went and found that place on Google Maps.
Yeah.
And then I actually found a video of it like flooded out and pipe everywhere. And yeah, so that place got screwed up bad.
Yeah, I heard Asheville got hit hard.
I've got a friend, his wife's family owns a dude ranch up there. And I don't know if she like went up there to get ready for the storm, like saw it and was like, oh, we might need to go up there, or if she was just up there because it was summertime and, you know, in these, you know, I don't know why she was up there, but she was able to post that she's good and they can't leave.
Oh, well, dang.
But I imagine they got generators, and probably being that they're a business like they are in the mountains, they probably got like satellite internet or whatever, because
it
ain't slowed her posting down.
Well, I mean, their roads are probably washed out and all kinds of stuff,
There's
right?
roads that are gone. There's roads that are gone.
That's so wild how
They're
nature
just
can do that, man.
like you've rode through the mountains and you've rode through the road by the road that's by the river. You know,
Sure,
that
sure.
scenario.
Yeah.
That road's gone in that area.
Yeah.
Nowhere to be
And
seen.
for some of those spots out there in North Carolina, like it sounds like she's in, that can be devastating. Like you can't go anywhere at that point because there's only one road in. You know what I mean? Like
they're up there. All these. Evidently, there's once you become a certain level of YouTuber, you buy a helicopter.
Oh, okay.
So all these YouTubers that got helicopters are headed out, are there working.
No way.
Yeah.
Doing God's work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like helping people.
I think it was
In
Cletus.
what way?
Huh?
Are they like making grocery runs for them? Like what are they
Grocery
doing?
runs, getting people that want to come out.
Giving them a ride on a helicopter?
Taking them dog food.
No way, dude.
I think Cletus McFarland started the charge and was like, "Hey, we're going. If you got a helicopter, come on."
Dude, the heroes we need. See,
Yeah.
look, I love that because YouTube is one of the, I don't care what you say, it's one of the biggest media sites there are, right? Like, period. Just general media.
Yep.
Would you catch CNN with their whole fleet of, helicopters out there doing that?
No.
Would you catch Fox News out there with their whole fleet of helicopters out there doing that?
No.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you're not going to see even the local channel, the local TV choppers.
Yeah.
They're probably not out there helping. They're probably just sitting there filming it.
Absolutely. I did see, I think it was during this flooding, a Fox News weather anchor. It was a local Fox station,
Yeah.
He ran out into some flooding waters and helped this woman out of her car or whatever. She was stuck in a flood. And so it was kind of cool, like one of those heartwarming stories, but still, like you have all these weather copters, all these news copters. Like how many could they get to North Carolina in how short a period of time? You know what I'm saying? Like they have so many dedicated to news. Why not dedicate it for a week or for 2 days? For 2 days, give them 2 days.
Yeah, 2/3 of the United States population is within an 8-hour drive of Asheville.
Wow.
Or some weird number like that. That's why the Smoky Mountains is the most visited park in the country.
Wow.
Because of the population numbers. But yeah, that was a bad deal, and we're going to talk more about it in the conspiracy corner.
Okay.
There is another disturbance they're looking at that's is coming up basically starting in the same area.
Okay.
And it's got a 40% chance of cyclone formation in the next 7 days.
Ooh. All right. We got an active hurricane season, don't we, Chucker?
Yeah, man, it's here. Hurricane season.
It's here, dude. It's here. Do you want to hit this? Anything else from the weekend review, man?
I did some plumbing.
Oh yeah, how did that go?
It went well, eventually.
Yeah. Did you remember you're not a plumber?
I am not a plumber, but I can plumb.
Right. Every time I do plumbing, I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I am not a plumber, but I can do it. You know what I mean? I can get the job done.
Let me tell you the best part about this one was.
Okay.
It was literally right there.
Right next to where you podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a wall. And on the other side of that wall is the basement shower.
Okay.
And the shower wouldn't turn off all the way.
Right.
And it was too old of a unit to get replacement parts.
Yep.
So I put a new handle and all that in. But yeah, the best part was I wasn't in a crawl space. I wasn't under a cabinet. I was standing up and it was at eye level.
Oh man, that is nice, dude. That'll save your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like that kind of work.
I only had to do it twice to make it stop leaking.
Hey. How many trips to the hardware store?
All 6.
That is every plumbing job, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how plumbers get anything done.
I don't either, dude.
When you see a plumber that's got the truck with all the baskets of fittings on it,
Yep.
you're like, that guy's prepared.
Yeah.
The rest of them I don't know about, but that guy, he's ready to go.
Yeah. Dude, I hate a plumbing job. You make so many runs to the hardware store.
So yeah, like one of them we went to get, those tools that they make to where you can take the stem out.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, this system was so old that none of them fit it.
Oh, Lord.
So I went and bought the $23 tool for it not to work.
Oh,
So if you got to replace a stem, I got the tools.
I'll remember that. Thank you.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. That and some football.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
We don't. I worked. I had some trucks to work on here.
No internet.
No internet. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
kind of a regular old weekend, dude. Not
Yeah.
much going on.
Like the
Not much
90s.
going on. I mean, I honestly, I just worked on a couple of cars. That's it. I did not do much this weekend besides work.
Well, that happens.
Yeah. It'd
I
be
feel
like
like
that.
I did plumbing all weekend.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, 6 runs to the hardware store, right? Like,
yeah.
they all
Like
add up, man.
Every time I turn around, it's like, okay, well, this ain't
Yeah.
so. And like, you go to Home Depot. I hate Lowe's. I hate Lowe's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You go in there, they got the music too loud.
Mm-hmm.
They come over there and they blocked off the plumbing aisle and then left.
What?
You know how they'll block it off to do some inventory?
Yeah. Yeah.
They blocked them off and then left.
Dude.
It must have been break time or something. I don't know. So I went through their little barricade. Screw them.
Mm-hmm.
I know more than they do. Anyway. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I know more than you. I know exactly what you mean. I went to both Home Depot and Lowe's this weekend because one thing I did do this weekend is we had a tree come down in the yard, so I had to fix a little section of chain link.
Mm.
And so I ran over to Home Depot to buy everything. Bought a couple of poles and like little connections, but they didn't have 2 little things that I needed there at Home Depot. So I ran across the street to Lowe's. And man, the shopping experience is so different.
It's so different.
It's so different,
The
man.
people at Lowe's don't care.
No, they don't, man. No, they don't. And I just feel like a sense of pride when I walk into Home Depot. I don't know why, but I do. I feel like I'm doing the right thing by shopping there over Lowe's.
Yeah, like you go to Lowe's and the store ain't laid out nearly the same.
No.
The people aren't as nice.
Mm-mm.
They do have, I will give it to Lowe's. Like if you need a nicer light fixture,
Mm-hmm.
they'll have a little bit nicer light fixtures.
Okay. Give them a little bit. Give them credit where it's due.
But that's it.
Yeah. You know what really pissed me off about Lowe's when I went there is I looked on Lowe's website before I went to the store.
Yeah.
I saw, I went to Home Depot. They didn't have it. So I pulled up Lowe's.com. They were showing to have them. They showed me, they write the aisle and everything that is supposed to be on, right?
Nice.
So I'm like, perfect. So I knew exactly where to go when I went in there. I go in, I go right to aisle 3 and it's lighting fixtures, just like you said. And I'm like, this has nothing to do with chain link fence.
No.
You know what I mean? This has nothing to do with chain link fence at all. It was all the lighting fixtures. And so I asked the employee, they're like, oh no, that's aisle 3 outside. And I'm like,
but it don't say that anywhere, does it?
No.
On the app.
No. They just want to confuse the mess out of you, dude. That did piss me off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That did irritate me.
So this is what irritates me about Lowe's. Our Home Depot You've got your rough plumbing here.
Mm-hmm.
You go directly across the center aisle of the store, and your finished plumbing stuff is there, your fixtures and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you go to our Lowe's, and your rough plumbing's way down here, and then your
Mm-hmm.
finished stuff is way down there on the back
Right.
side. You know, it's like
Right. Makes no sense. Makes no sense.
they're on crack.
Forget a Lowe's, man.
Forget a Lowe's. I tell you
Home
what else
Depot,
freaking
dude.
is freaking Georgia football.
It was a rough showing for UGA, that's for sure, dude. The Tide rolled. They did what they did. I gave up at halftime. I
Me too.
gave up completely. I woke up to the news that they came back and like actually made it a game, which good for them, but they still lost. So really big bummer, dude. It was hard to stomach the first half. It was hard to stomach, dude. It was an embarrassment.
It was the worst part of the first half wasn't the fact that they were losing so much as the way they were reacting to the loss.
Mm, mm.
They didn't look like they cared.
Right. They were kind of rolling over, right?
You got freaking Carson Beck out there. He looks like the freaking sloth from Ice Age.
I'm glad you said it, dude. I'm glad you said
You see that?
it. Yeah.
He looks just like Sloth from Ice Age. Put them two pictures up there together.
I will. I'll do it side by side.
I mean, look at him.
Oh man.
Cross-eyed Joker.
Dude, his
And
eyes are really far apart.
so far apart. So far
I made
apart.
that comment and my wife could not stop noticing how far apart his eyes were. Like the rest of that half, she was just like, gosh, you're right.
And every play they were zoomed in on him because you could read where he was going to throw. If we could see it on TV, you know the defense could see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
So,
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
It was a rough outing.
I had people texting me, you got to turn the game back on. You got to turn the game back on. I'm like, no, because I posted on Facebook about it.
Oh,
I'm
really?
turning it off. I'm going to watch live PD. And that's what I did.
Did you enjoy the live PD?
It was awesome.
It always
we had a car
is. Right?
chasing. We had car chases and we had crazy people in Florida doing Florida stuff. You know.
Of course. That's awesome.
Yeah, so
but shout out to Kentucky, man. They went in there and whooped up on number 6, dude.
Well, of course they did. They whooped up on number 1 the other week.
Yeah. Shout out to them, dude. They got that big win.
I wonder how far we dropped.
Yeah, have they released a new poll yet? I don't know if the new rankings are out yet or not.
Let's see. Oh, let's see here. We done.
They're out of the top 5.
Dropped down to top 5 on the AP.
Did they? They're not in the top 5, right?
They're 5.
Oh, they are number 5. Okay.
Yeah, they're the highest team with a loss.
Wow. Well, that's probably true.
Tennessee is ranked ahead of Georgia right now. For
Just
the first
wait.
time in how long?
No. Was it last year that they got ranked number 1 for a second? You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
Until Georgia went in there and beat up on them.
The Ohio State is number 3.
Okay.
The Texas is going to be number 1. It don't matter what Alabama does in the following week. They want to put Texas at number 1 because they've got what's his name on the team.
Oh, Manning.
Yeah, they got a Manning. Yeah. They got to kiss the butt of the Mannings because that's what ESPN does.
He's in the top 5 right now, right?
He's number 2.
Yeah, there you go. As long as he's in the playoffs, that's what they're shooting for. But they do want him in the top 5 for sure. I don't know that they necessarily want him number 1. Does Texas play Alabama this year? I wonder. Can you pull up Texas' schedule?
We've got. Let's see.
Because they played their first SEC game, right?
Yeah. So
And won.
they play Oklahoma they're off this week.
Okay.
They play Oklahoma the next week. And then they play us the week after that. And Oklahoma's getting beat up everywhere they go in the SEC.
Yeah.
It's freaking hilarious. They're like,
Welcome to
hello,
the SEC.
we're glad you're here, but we're going to kick your butt.
I did actually enjoy watching that Auburn game. Did you watch any of that game by any chance? The Oklahoma
I watched a
versus
little
Auburn?
bit of it. Yeah, it was on.
Okay. The Auburn kicker, his name is Towns McGoo.
Towns McGoo. Now kicking Towns McGoo.
If you Google it, he won't pull up, but that's who played kicker for him this past weekend.
Where's he from? Where does a Towns McGoo hail from, John?
Okay. I have no idea, dude. I haven't looked him up yet. I just Googled Auburn kicker, and you can't do that. He won't come up. But his name is Towns McGoo. He missed a ton of field goals for him. He totally sucked. He was a freshman. He's a freshman this year. He's filling in for somebody. It's M. How did he spell it? MCGOU, I think. I can't remember, but the announcers called him, pronounced it Towns McGoo.
Towns McGoo.
Now, if your last name is McGoo, are you gonna name him Towns?
Well,
like, are you gonna name your son Towns?
He hails from Auburn, Alabama.
Oh, local boy.
Local boy made.
Ooh. I watched him miss 3 field goals, I think. Maybe 4 total, because one of them he had to re-kick, and he missed the re-kick too.
That's awesome. So he was a January enrollee in 2024.
Okay.
A-Day special teams MPV, making 7 field goals. The game winner, a 58-yarder.
Ooh, when was this?
This was A-Day, like the Auburn spring game.
Gotcha. Like our G Day. Gotcha.
Yeah, like our green, black and red game or whatever.
Yeah.
So a 58-yarder outside.
Dude, he was missing them left and right this Saturday. Poor old Towns McGoo. I was feeling for him. He knew immediately walking off the field. He was like, I'm never going to kick another field goal for Auburn. You could see that look on his face, dude. He was like, I'm never going to be able to kick this football again here.
Listen to these accolades from high school.
Okay.
He's got a state record of 50-plus yard field goal.
Wow.
A long kick of 60 yards. He was in the Alabama Mississippi All-State game, the Under Armour All-American game, the Max Preps All-American game.
Wow.
Some National Honor Society.
Okay.
And an All-State Soccer Letterman.
All right. So Towns has some accolades.
Towns McGoo. Coming. I hope he gets to play in Athens.
Dude, what a name, right? Oh, Auburn's going to cut him. Auburn's cutting him today, dude. He's never kicking another football there.
He's a freshman. He's a freshman. He's a hometowner. He's got some stats behind him. He just got nervous.
I don't know, man. It was rough. It was rough to watch. But yeah, I love the name. I'd never name my kid Towns if my last name was McGoo. I mean, I don't know what I would name my kid. Maybe, it's not like you could name him Harry or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no, what goes with McGoo? Mister?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't think of any name that would go with the last name McGoo, but definitely not Towns. It just seems like an odd choice.
I've got a Facebook friend, and I don't know if he listens to the show or not, but his name is, we used to race BMX with him. His name's Townsend, and he's from Alabama. Like, specifically down in that area. So I think it must be a thing.
Maybe, man, maybe. I mean, do people name their kids cities? Do people name their kids county?
County.
You know what I mean?
That's what I should name Charlie, County Oxenford.
The township.
The township. Now batting for Auburn baseball, Towns Magoo.
Oh my gosh, dude! Can you imagine? Oh, so funny. Look, we got to switch gears. We got to get back to the notes. We lost a great one, Chucker. We lost a good one this weekend, man.
He was a dam builder.
He was. He was. He was also in one of the greatest Marvel movies ever, Blade. Super important role in that. His name is Kris Kristofferson, R.I.P. Kris Kristofferson, long-time acting career, long-time music career, multi-talented, multi-generational, big deal, man. I mean, this guy, he's done a lot in his career.
You know him more for his movies.
Yeah.
I know him more for his music.
Right.
Now, he was the rubber duck in Convoy.
What?
The movie Convoy? You never seen?
I'm not remembering right now.
It's a movie about these truckers, and they got themselves a convoy.
No.
And they had to and they were running from this crazy sheriff.
No, man, never seen it.
Okay.
Oh, I'll look into it though. I'll look into it. Go on. What name off some more accolades? Do you have his IMDb or something pulled up there?
His,
What do you got?
wiki.
Okay,
up.
that's good. That's good.
He's for the good times. For the good times. You know that song?
Mm-hmm. I've heard that one.
City of New Orleans. Let's see what else. This is songs. I want songs that he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want just songs that he sung.
Yeah, that was always the thing, right? He was a really good songwriter.
Yes. So he struggled for success in Nashville, which many of the truly talented people do.
Yes,
struggle for success.
They all struggle. Yeah.
And he wrote this little song called "Me and Bobby McGee," which is probably one of the best songs Janis Joplin recorded.
Sure.
In her short career. For the Good Times by Ray Price. Help Me Make It Through the Night, Waylon Jennings. Sunday Morning Coming Down. Johnny Cash recorded it. His version's good, but Kris Kristofferson's version is better because you really feel it when he sings it. Why Me, Lord. That's a good one. He's just a cool dude. He did some time in the military.
Yeah, I knew that.
He did not like one of the people you don't like.
Who's that?
Oh,
Toby Keith?
Mr. Red, White, and Blue himself. Toby Keith.
Dude. How about that?
But see, he was a ranger, dude.
Oh, wow. He was no joke.
Yeah.
He took his military career serious. What about Toby Keith's military career?
There was not one. Let me read you. This is on Wiki. His military service. Kristofferson, under pressure from his family, joined the U.S. Army and was commissioned as a second lieutenant, attaining the rank of captain. Wow. He became a helicopter pilot after receiving flight training at Fort Rucker. He also completed Ranger School during the early 60s. He was stationed in West Germany as a member of the 8th Infantry. During this time, he resumed his music career and formed a band. In 1965, after his tour in Germany ended, Kristofferson was given an assignment to teach English literature at West Point.
Whoa.
Instead, he decided to leave the Army and pursue songwriting. His family disowned him because of his career decision. Sources are unclear on whether they reconciled.
Whoa. That's crazy, man. I mean, the guy picked, yeah, I would want to try my music career over being an English teacher too.
He was a, what's that, Rhodes Scholar?
Yeah.
You've heard of that before. In 1958, Kristofferson was awarded a Rhodes Scholarship from the University of Oxford, studying at Merton College. While at Oxford, he was awarded a blue for boxing and played rugby for his college and began writing songs.
Okay.
He became,
Okay.
yeah, dude was a genius.
Yeah, it sounds like it, man. Good grief. The Army wanted him to be an English teacher at West Point? My gosh.
Yeah.
He was clearly no slouch.
He wanted to be a novelist.
Oh, man. Yeah. Look at that.
He graduated with a Bachelor of Physiology, Philosophy degree in,
Philosophy?
is that philosophy? A Bachelor of Philosophy degree in English literature.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great guy. Great man. Accomplished.
Yeah, one of our favorites.
Yeah. Very accomplished guy. R.I.P. Kris Kristofferson. Dude, you know who did not die? Can we shift gears again? Do you know who did not die this weekend?
Jimmy Carter didn't die.
He's going to make it, Chuck.
He's down
Jimmy's
there.
going to make it.
Look, he's at the time of recording, it is September 30th. Tomorrow is October 1st.
Yep. We're less than 12 hours away from Jimmy Carter's 100th birthday.
Yes. He's just got to make it. He's down there singing "Help Me Make It Through Tonight."
Is he?
Yeah.
You think he has that kind of lung capacity? Yeah. I feel like he could whistle it. He's got one of them old man whistles, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think his lips get that close together anymore from the picture I saw from his wife's funeral.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so he's got 12 hours.
Yep.
And
he's going to make it.
He will make it to 100, and he has already, I think he's already the oldest living president after his presidency.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
So
I wouldn't doubt it. He hadn't been president in almost 50 years.
I wouldn't go that far.
When was he a president?
45 years?
Yeah, almost 50, right?
No, 45, not almost 50.
We're getting there, dude. We're getting there.
1981.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Was his last year of presidency.
All right. But so he was elected
in 77.
Yeah.
Which is not 50 years.
Almost.
Not yet.
We're closing in.
Speaking of, did you know that Alex Jones is only 50?
No.
He seems a lot older, don't he?
Well.
I mean, come on, John.
Well, when you've been as wound up as he is and as stressed out as he is.
Cocaine ages you.
It sure enough can,
and
Alex.
Fluoride makes you crazy.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. It could be the fluoride in the water. Who knows? We're making jokes about it. Who knows? Alex has been right about a lot of things.
Jimmy's going to make it, though.
Jimmy is going to make it to 100. Praise God. Rightfully so.
You want to take a break?
Let's do it, man.
Thanks for sticking with us through this ad break, guys. I'm here to tell you about one of our sponsors, Eileen Ayers with Bush Realty. You can check her out at movingcoweta.com for all of your real estate needs in the metro Atlanta area. That's movingcoweta.com. Eileen Ayers with Bush Realty. Now back to the show.
All right, Chugger, we missed something from the weekend review, dude. You had a birthday last week. How was it? What did you do? What were the highlights? What were the lowlights? Any of it? Aho, William Knifeman.
John got me a William Knifeman shirt, which is very comfortable, by the way. This is going to be, from now on, this will be my travel shirt.
Really? It's
Does
that
make sense? Like, that's the shirt I'm going to wear when I'm traveling somewhere. So I walk into a rest area.
Yeah.
Or a random gas station and I got William Knifeman. Oh, I have deemed that shirt, the shirt that, I mean, I don't wear it other places, but you know, you got to have that weird travel shirt.
Sure. It's a cool shirt, man. I saw it. I loved it. I knew you'd love it. He's the best character on that show. If you don't know what we're talking about, Chuck and I have lately been indulging in Reservation Dogs.
Not to be mistaken with Reservoir Dogs, but with Quentin Tarantino. This is not the same. Not the same.
No. This is Reservation Dogs. It's a show on Hulu, FX, whatever. Yeah. And it's fantastic if you're into some slow burn comedy type scenarios. It's great.
Yes, it's great. It's very funny. It gives you a sneak peek into the reservation life.
Yep.
Through comedy.
Yeah. Huge shout out to that show, man, and the creators and the cast and everybody involved. That's such a good show.
Great show. I also got, if you see right there.
Yeah, I see it.
Now, I have not learned how to play anything.
Okay.
I haven't even tuned it yet.
Okay.
But I did find a lesson series on YouTube.
Okay.
So
let the viewers see.
I got a ukulele. And I believe this is a C.
Okay. You need some tuning.
Yeah, it's way out.
Yeah.
Like the way they had it tuned, I ain't even sure strings are on right because it looks like this string is fatter than this string.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be normal for a ukulele. I have no idea. I'm not familiar with those things at all.
So I've got to look at that. I think I might have been put on a Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have things we do on a Friday that we ought not be doing. Some things are better left for Monday.
It looks like both of the middle strings are small, big.
It might supposed to be like that. I don't know. Ukuleles are strange instruments. They're very different. And answer me this, why does a big guy always look perfect with a ukulele? Like, why does a ukulele fit a bigger person better?
I don't know.
I couldn't rock a ukulele.
No, you'd look like you were missing something. But I'm going to learn how to play some Buffett.
Oh, that's going to be good, dude.
I'm going to learn how to play some. My mom wants me to learn Somewhere Over a Rainbow.
Oh, yeah, you'll have to do that.
One of the quintessential ukulele songs now.
Sure.
By Israel, the guy from Hawaii.
Yeah.
But it's a ukulele.
It's very nice, man.
Not a ukulele, an ukulele.
Yes.
And it come with all the things.
It's very nice. Really?
Yeah, it come with its own strap.
Oh, dude, you're gonna have it strapped up way high, right? Yes. It has to be a super high strap. Or maybe you could try to West Borland that thing and like hang it down to your waist.
But I don't know. I've always been fascinated by the ukulele, more so than other stringed instruments, because it's got such a peaceful sound to it.
Sure.
I'm really excited about this. Mary Beth got it for me. I had been looking at them on Amazon, and she went on there and got it. So
That's awesome, man.
yeah,
Happy birthday, Chucker.
yeah, it's been a good one. It was. She got me a steak too.
Oh, watch out now.
Did I send you pictures of it?
Yes, you did.
Did I send
That
you the
big
finished?
old monster.
Did I send you the finished picture?
No, well, you sent me a Traeger full of meat, and it looked great.
The tray.
It had
So
shrimp and everything on there.
lobster tail. I went to. Me and Charlie's like, because we were going to split that steak up between 3 people,
Yeah,
which it weighed 3.34 pounds
pre-cooked.
pre-cooked, and it
Right.
had some fat on it. It had the bone too, so that's
Yeah,
weight. So, we wanted to get something to kind of make it go further.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going to go look at lobster tails at Kroger, and they had them for freaking 2 for $12.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the first time I ever cooked lobster tails.
Now, did you just look up like a recommended Traeger recipe or something?
Yeah,
And cooked them per the recipe? Turned out
per the
great?
recipe, and they turned out amazing.
Ugh.
Amazing. They were the best.
Dude, you had a birthday feast.
Yeah. So we got all that in our bellies, and then sit there and watch Georgia do what they did.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's not, they're going to lose games.
Mm-hmm.
I still got my Georgia hat on.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to lose games, but that game, they shouldn't have lost.
I know that's one you must win. You
That's-
feel like you must win that to set the tone for the season.
I mean, Kirby Smart he's beat Alabama, but not many times.
No.
There's something that Alabama, they got his number.
Something, man. Saban was helping him. He was like he was what do they call that? Like contracting or something.
Yeah. They're like, this is what, and I was on the fire. I wasn't on the Fire Bobo Express this year. I was trying not to be. I was at the beginning of that game. I was on the fire, all of them.
Dude, Bobo's got to go. That express train has fired up, and it is roaring, brother.
If Kirby don't get his act together, Kirby's gonna be gone.
No, they're not going to get rid of Kirby.
I
Kirby won
hope-
back-to-back national championships. You don't get rid of him because of that.
You can win all the championships you want, but if you get that one team that makes you their daddy, you're their daddy, that they're your daddy every time you play them.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
I don't know, man. Georgia stuck with Mark Richt for a decade of mediocrity. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, hopefully those donors and the boosters and all that's got his personal phone number wore him out this weekend.
I'm sure they did.
I
I'm sure he
hope
got
they
more than a
made
few
his
phone
life
calls.
miserable.
Well,
And we'll see how they play against Auburn this week.
yeah.
It is a home game, but
Yep.
if they got to play 4 quarters of football.
Yeah. All
You
4
know,
quarters.
The days of coming in there and just kind of through the first quarter, you can do that with some teams. You can't do that with Alabama.
No, dude. It was 21-0 in the first quarter.
It's like they didn't even practice this week. That they didn't
And
look
they
at any
had
game
2
film.
weeks to prepare.
Yeah.
They had 2 weeks to prepare.
I'm so mad at Georgia football right now, but the daggone Falcons won.
But the Falcons won.
Coo.
Dude, Young Kwei Koo.
Who is a bad dude?
Yeah,
We
he's the
we
man.
we turned over and they beat the Saints. That's the best thing.
Yes.
It's the Falcons won and the Saints lost to the Falcons.
Did you
There were-
see that? How much oomph that little guy put into that last kick, dude? 58-yarder. He
Yeah.
put so much of that little body he had into that kick, dude.
Charlie turned over right like with 2 minutes to go.
Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing.
And did
Yeah.
you just get a local alert?
No.
Okay, I just got
What's
a
the
local-
Amber Alert?
It's not an Amber Alert.
Oh,
Let me read it live on air.
okay.
Georgia GEMA, on behalf of the Environmental Protection Division, local area emergency due to Rockdale County Biolab fire.
Mhm.
EPA is monitoring air quality for chlorine and related compounds. Chemicals levels are unlikely to cause harm to people. That's a good lead into our next story.
Okay, go right ahead.
So, on top of a hurricane, we had a freaking pool chemical plant catch on fire yesterday.
Sure did.
The plumes were scary looking.
Dude,
It was
that
red smoke.
screenshot alone that you sent looked terrifying.
Throw that up there, right there.
I will.
Red and pink smoke.
Dude, that looked awful. And it was right in Conyers, right?
Yeah.
That's terrifying, man. And to think that we swim in these chemicals
Yeah, but
that can
it's
explode
different.
like that.
It's different when we're swimming it. So I used to clean swimming pools, and I got a hold of one time of some bad chlorine that messed me up for a minute. That might be why I am the way I am now. But maybe you said you had a headache.
What do
a
you
while ago.
mean? What do you mean?
Huh?
You got a hold of some bad chlorine. What does that even mean?
I opened so back in the day, granulated chlorine used to come in a cardboard barrel,
Okay.
and the barrel had gotten wet,
Okay.
and the chlorine inside it had gotten wet.
Mm-hmm.
So it started outgassing so it started dissolving the gases before it was put into the water. So when I opened the lid on it, it hit me,
Mm.
and it was rough.
So that gas, what
It's
is
mustard
that?
gas. It's basically mustard gas.
Okay.
Chemical warfare, if you will.
And that's just chlorine.
Yeah.
And that's what's burning all in Conyers, or was burning all in Conyers.
Yeah. Could still be burning. I don't know. And you know what the bad thing is? This ain't the first time that plant has done that.
Exploded?
Yeah.
When was the last time it exploded?
A few years ago, according to the people of Facebook.
Oh my gosh,
But
dude.
we should be okay. Right now, the winds are blowing to the east at about 8 miles an hour. So we're good. We're good
Okay.
in this area.
If you say
Unless
so.
it's going up and coming back down. I don't know. This new app, I'm not really sure how it works.
That's really kind of terrifying, man.
Yeah.
I don't like stuff being in the atmosphere like that.
And the upper level at the upper levels winds are moving at 51 miles an hour. So it's carrying it to the east. So we're probably pretty good. We might not be. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how you watched a week of hurricane coverage and now you're a wind expert and know where this chemical plant
Well, I mean,
is going to be going.
The prevailing winds, I understand how wind works. If I fart over there in front of the fan, you'll smell it over here.
Come on, Mr. Meteorologist. Tell me again. How safe are we?
How safe are we? We're all going to die. All of us.
Oh, man.
The question is when.
Sure. Sure. Is it going to be from the chemical plant in Conyers exploding
Probably
and
not.
those gases reaching down here?
It could be we die from a poop explosion.
Dude, this was rough, man. Did you watch the videos of this in China?
So, Drinking Bros covered it on the Sunday night show.
Okay.
And it was just Rob and Delco. No, it was Rob and Ross.
Okay.
So Rob's over there like, you can hear the
Oh,
on
yes,
the cars when they're driving.
You can. Dude, I
He's
watched
like,
a
"That's the
bunch of
worst
videos.
part."
I watched a whole compilation of videos on it. You can hear it. It's just plap, plap, plap. And it doesn't. What's really bad is in the video, it looks like mud water. Like it looks like muddy water. It doesn't look like poop. It doesn't look like sewage. Like it just looks like muddy water. Like it looks like there's a water main break of dirty water. But it's a poop explosion and it's huge. It's a humongous geyser, dude. And it's going everywhere. But you know what I was thinking, dude?
What were you thinking?
You know what I was thinking about? That's poop
That's
going all over these people, windshields, cars. From the same area of the world that we were told were eating bats and all kinds of stuff just a few years ago. So like what? Like what? What is in that sewage exactly? You know what I mean? Like, are there bat bones? Do you have bat bones on your windshield?
Okay,
Like
yeah, man.
Or cat bones?
Cat bones.
I mean, I know
the occasional dog.
Probably.
Peking chicken. General Tso's.
Yeah.
General
Now you're
Tso's
being a little stereotypical.
Dude, I'm watching the video right now.
It's so rough, dude. It's so rough. I won't put it up here. I'll just tell her. Yeah. It looks like muddy water. It looks like Georgia red clay exploded out of the ground.
I'm so glad the guys on the bike stopped.
Dude, it's huge. It's like Yellowstone.
Yeah, it's a geyser of poo.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
A geyser of poo.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with your car if that happens? Do you wash it? Or do you get rid of it?
I would contemplate it for a second. I'd probably leave it right there.
Yeah.
I'd probably leave it right there.
It's now the Chinese government's problem.
Yeah. I doubt that was even, your car anyway in China. The government probably already owned it somehow.
Yeah.
But I definitely leave that for them to clean up. I don't think I'm driving that home, dude.
Do you know
Are you
why
driving it home?
Probably. Well, I don't want to get out right there.
So you're gonna back it up a little bit,
dude. Just run it through the car wash.
Automatic car wash.
Or the guys out there. You know how they come and scrub your bumper before you go through there.
He's bug like, guys.
Not even say a word. Just pull in there and just like he's like. Your car smell like poo.
Yeah. He's just supposed to be getting a few beetles and mosquitoes.
Yeah,
off the bumper.
this and then he goes over there and he starts scratching on the windshields. Like I can't get this off. He don't know.
He goes to tape your rear wiper down. He can't tape the rear wiper. It's just covered in crap.
Just poo.
Oh man. Oh, that's so rough.
Do you know why it exploded?
Yeah, they were stress testing it, right?
Yeah.
They were like, one can confirm.
Look, if you're going to stress test it, why are you going to stress test it live with poo in it?
Maybe they didn't have another option. Like, I like to think that the only way to do it is just cut it loose one day. You know what I mean? But you, maybe you could have blocked traffic or something.
And another thing, why are you running a pressurized sewage system?
Look, there's a lot of things the Chinese government does
I mean,
we'll never understand.
with that much pressure. I mean, I understand, you got the pumps that cut it up and then pump it, the pump stations.
Yeah.
Down at the beach. But I don't think they're running them pressurized like that. I could be wrong.
Oh man, those poor pumps that gotta push that stuff.
No, the guy that's got to fix it.
Oh. Yeah.
An area that probably runs a lot of lift stations that they don't realize is freaking Peachtree City.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's just in a bowl.
It really is, man. It's only Peachtree City's only 1,000 feet above sea level.
Yeah.
Like right at it.
And it's got to go over that hill to get over there to the. So they're probably running pressurized poop over there. That's why it smells like it does.
Well, we have that little water place right by the shop down there, man.
Yeah. Golly, it stinks over there sometimes.
Yeah.
Dude, we've been on this podcast forever.
Yes.
You ready for the conspiracy?
Yeah, man. What do you got for me this week, dude?
All right. So there's conspiracy that HARP is controlling the weather, and this is why we had the hurricane. Okay.
Okay.
And so the government
Define HARP for me. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot.
HARP.
What is HARP?
Weather. I don't know what it means. HARP weather. So there's this thing called High Frequency Active Aerial Research Program, or HARP. Is a scientific endeavor aimed at studying properties and behavior in the iosphere.
Okay.
So people think that this is what's been manipulating the storms. They think so. You go back to Katrina, there was a conspiracy back when the left still believed in conspiracy theories that George Bush, George Old W, had a hurricane machine and that he turned it towards New Orleans because he didn't like black people.
Yeah. Do you remember Kanye?
Yeah.
You remember that clip of Kanye with, was it Mike Myers? I can't remember who he's standing with, where he's just like, they're on that phone in your donation thing, and he's just like, George Bush hates black people.
Yeah.
Dude, that was one of the best Kanye clips of all time.
So now
I wonder what he was supposed to say.
I don't know what he was supposed to say.
It definitely wasn't that.
But it goes back to Civil War times. They think they were trying to modify weather.
No way.
Because they figured out that when after they would have a big cannon battle, and all the sulfur in the air would make it rain.
Huh.
So they went back. They had this drought in Texas, and they sent a bunch of cannons out there and started shooting it at the sky to try to make it rain.
Yes, dude.
And their evidence was the result of the study was inconclusive.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't say.
This is, how when you Google something and you get these little headlines?
Yeah.
So I Googled weather modification Texas, trying to find this again. But here's Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation.
Okay.
And then the link is weather modification penalties and sanctions. First violation is a fine from $500 to $3,000 and 6 months probated suspension of license. So if you go out there and modify the weather in Texas and they proved that you modified it, you only get like a $3,000 fine.
Yeah. What? That's insane. Why is it illegal to? Well, I mean, okay, but what?
Yeah.
I didn't even think we had to regulate weather manipulation. I've never thought
So we've
about
got laws on the books about weather modification.
That's so wild.
If they've got a law about weather modification, that means someone in the government believes that it's possible to manipulate the weather.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. It's been proven.
Do you believe, how many beans do you give that conspiracy that the government, okay, so the conspiracy is that the government made Hurricane Helena, this hurricane that we had this past weekend, that the government made it, and it was designed to take out and make it hard for people to vote for Trump.
Ooh.
Is the conspiracy.
Ooh.
Because of where it went. If you look at the path, it's a Trump stronghold in states that are considered battleground states. Except for, I say that, and as I'm saying it, I'm like, but Asheville's liberal.
Yeah, Asheville is. But the state, I don't know if the state is. But here's the thing.
They have a Democrat.
You're trying to tell me we had a Democrat. You're trying to tell me we had a leftist hurricane come through here?
We had a leftist hurricane come through.
Yeah.
And attack red areas. It was a blue hurricane attacking red areas, and the government did it.
How dare it? How dare it?
How dare it? That's the conspiracy this week.
Do I think our government is manipulating weather? I'm open to that. I'll give that for 5 beans maybe.
Okay.
That our government is attempting to, or at least doing some sort of weather manipulation. However, I don't think the U.S. government is behind this latest hurricane. Helene.
So you don't think they can control a hurricane yet?
I don't think so. No.
I'm with you on that. I give that.
I can't. I can only give that a bean. Maybe. A bean. Yeah. I think there's cloud seeding and stuff like that, but I don't think the government's behind the hurricanes in this hurricane season. Now, I hope you got a good meme for me, dude.
Dude, do I have a good meme for you?
I love how people come up with different stuff.
It's like the people ain't even rescued all the people yet. And they're already, it's a government plot.
Yeah, we're already making up stuff about the government for it. Oh, my gosh.
You don't like this meme.
All right, here's the meme. I'm pulling it up right now. Black Hills update. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I've been wondering about this sculpture. South Dakota workers continue to make progress on monument to NFL Hall of Fame football great Peyton Manning. That's so funny, dude. That is so funny. Oh. This project has been going on forever. They refuse funding.
Right. They want to do it their way.
Yeah, they refuse all funding and are doing it literally. It's slow as molasses.
Yeah. I want to go see it.
Me too.
I want to go to the Black Hills.
I mean, it's been a long time in the making, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. They've been working on this one. But don't it look like him?
It does. It looks exactly like him. That's a great meme, dude. That is a fantastic meme.
I got double memes because I really wanted to send 2.
Okay. All right. Pulling up the second meme.
We are approaching this.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yep. It is Halloween season. Here it goes. Enjoy Halloween because Mariah Carey is defrosting as we speak. That's right, dude. That's right. We're going to be hearing her forever.
Yeah.
After this Halloween season.
Yeah. After Halloween, it's Mariah Carey season.
It's Mariah Carey. I think she makes all of her money during that time of year now.
Well, wouldn't you?
If I was her, yeah,
Yeah,
for
just
sure.
go do a 3-month tour or a 2-month tour, and you're done.
Yeah, for sure. Done. That would be fantastic, dude. Yeah, gonna get tired of her again. Man, thank you for a good show. We got to do our shout outs. Who we shouting out today? Pushing Like a Dump Truck podcast.
Eating Chambers.
Eating Chambers channel. Check them out on YouTube. Chef Drew. What? No other ones, man. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah,
Hope it was a good one, dude. 45.
I did not get a 45 for my 45th.
Bummer.
Bummer. I probably, if I would have asked for one, I probably would have got one.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was. Mary Beth got me a ton of stuff because I've already got her birthday present, so she loaded me up.
That's awesome, man.
We're going to see Circus DOA for her birthday.
Oh, that's right. When is that?
December.
Cool, dude. Did you get reimbursed for Aerosmith yet?
Yeah, but I think it's already spent.
At least you got your money back finally.
Yeah, I think we bought. I don't know what we did with that money.
That's episode 164, man.
Yeah, it just went to general funds.
Oh yeah. I don't blame you. That's what it would have been for me, man.
Yeah. We'll see y'all
later on, Nightshifters.